Doubting your judgments is the beginning of enlightenment. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you odd. There's more to logic than identifying logical fallacies. Opening up to the wrong person is like putting ammo in their hands. It is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried to succeed. If you are willing to go out on a limb, the tree of life holds endless possibilities. If people treat you like an option, leave them like a choice. Earth's crammed with heaven, but only he who sees takes off his shoes. One half of the world cannot understand the pleasures of the other. In the end, you should always do the right thing, even if it's hard. Colors blind the eye, sounds deafen the ear, flavors numb the taste, thoughts weaken the mind, desires wither the heart. If you can feel the future, then you are about to experience it. To subdue an enemy without fighting is the greatest of skills. If the road is easy, you're likely going the wrong way. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. People throw stones at you, and you convert them into milestones. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. Maybe other people will try to limit me, but I don't limit myself. I have never known any distress that an hour's reading did not relieve. The road to success is dotted with many tempting parking spaces. The only way you can know where the line is if you cross it. Let everything be allowed to do what it naturally does, so that its nature will be satisfied. Now I know what success is, living your truth, sharing it. I don't want life to imitate art. I want life to be art. We don't receive wisdom, we must discover it for ourselves. Being brave means that knowing when you fail, you won't fail forever. The better organized the state, the duller its humanity. In your own life, it's important to know how spectacular you are. A smiling lie is a whirlwind, easy to enter, but hard to escape. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. Pretend inferiority and encourage his arrogance. Maybe everyone is just waiting for someone else to save them. We are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it. Politeness is the first thing people lose once they get the power. I like people who refuse to speak until they are ready to speak. Remember, if you play small, you stay small. I was never aware of any other option but to question everything. To be wealthy and honored in an unjust society is a disgrace. Not knowing you can't do something is sometimes all it takes to do it. Too many people are too busy making a living to make a life. You will find the key to success under the alarm clock. Truth is as straight as an arrow, while a lie swivels like a snake. A life fueled by passions is like riding on the back of a dragon. Be brave to stand for what you believe in, even if you stand alone. Healthy citizens are the greatest asset any country can have. If I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. If you are far from the enemy, make him believe you are near. To truly laugh, you must be able to take your pain and play with it. This is your life. and it's ending 1 minute at a time. The greatest step towards a life of simplicity is to learn to let go. The truth doesn't cost anything, but a lie could cost you everything. Follow your heart, then root its longing with the facts. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year. Being defeated is often a temporary condition. Giving up is what makes it permanent. The control of large numbers is possible, and like unto that of small numbers if we subdivide them. All men can see these tactics whereby I conquer, but what none can see is the strategy out of which victory is evolved. One day you will wake up, and there won't be any more time to do the things you've always wanted. Do it now. And there are really never endings, happy or otherwise. 3 rules of work. Out of clutter, find simplicity. From discord, find harmony. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Sometimes it takes a good fall to really know where you stand. You must let suffering speak if you want to hear the truth. Take care of your body. Remember, health is another form of wealth. We are all insects, groping towards something terrible or divine. To go outside what your charge was and to try to solve everything yourself is dangerous. Freedom is the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. Do no harm, and leave the world a better place than you found it. When I stopped to take a breath, I noticed I had wings. No other success can compensate for failure in the home. You must take life the way it comes at you and make the best of it. There's nothing you can't do if you want it bad enough. In war, then, let your great object be victory, not lengthy campaigns. The moon does not simply disappear when we are not looking at it. Be sure to place your feet in the right place, then stand firm. No crime is a means to an end. No crime can be rationalized. The most dangerous of all falsehoods is a slightly distorted truth. Vote for the man who promises least. He'll be the least disappointing. Forget injuries. Never forget kindnesses. Amid the turmoil and tumult of battle, there may be seeming disorder, and yet no real disorder at all. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. You can change your mind. Don't let your mind change you. It is truth that liberates, not your effort to be free. We should forgive our enemies, but not before they are hanged. In conflict, straightforward actions generally lead to engagement. Surprising actions generally lead to victory. For them to perceive the advantage of defeating the enemy, they must also have their rewards. Perfect happiness is the absence of striving for happiness. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. If you think you have enough knowledge, you are still ignorant. Always be a learner. I encounter one example after another of how relative truth is. Agitate him and ascertain the pattern of his movement. I think there is only one quality worse than hardness of heart, then that is softness of head. Anyone who does anything creative is always going to want to change. I speak gibberish to the civilized world, and it replies in kind. It's not what you are in life, but what you make of it. The longer we dwell on our misfortunes, the greater is their power to harm us. Strange how the best moments of our lives we scarcely notice except in looking back. I've never had anyone's approval, so I've learned to live without it. If your life is worth thinking about, it is worth writing about. He was a lonely ghost, uttering a truth that nobody would ever hear.